Just a while ago, I showed you how the call log analysis was performed by through the agent, and then how it inserted this record inside Cosmos DB. I need to push this information from this OLTP system into a data lake. Okay, so what I have done here is I've configured one lake in Microsoft Fabric, and then I have mirrored the Cosmos DB database into the lake here. Let me take you to that. I'm inside this workspace, which is Medellin workspace, and then let me open this up. Yeah, so this is the mirror database into which the information gets synchronized on a regular basis for analysis. Okay, so let me resume the replication. I had switched off to just to conserve cost and all that. I just give it a moment to refresh, and then I should see the information getting updated. So in a few moments, I should be able to see the information from the Azure Cosmos DB percolating to this one lake in Fabric. There you go. So I have the call log information available here. It's up to date. So now I'm ready to take a analyze this information using a data agent that I had created. For example, I would want to know what are the trending issues that are observed from the customer and agent conversation. So let me get to that. So I have created this data agent here. This one, I beg your pardon. Okay, so while the data source on the left reflects momentarily, I wanted to take you through what I'd actually done a couple of days back on this particular data agent. So I'd asked it for the latest, the insights for the last 2 months of data, and then it had actually done, it performed natural language to SQL and then ran that particular query on Fabric and then came back with these insights. Okay, so you'd observe that the schema here is exactly the same as what you saw on Cosmos DB. So now it's in an analytical database in Fabric, and then I'm performing active analysis on top of it. So, um, so I'm also asking what is the average call rating for the last 2 months, what are the trends, etc. So it give me good visibility into that information. And then I also asked it to provide some visualization to this information. So it actually gives me this kind of view into the data. It also gives me the top product ratings, okay, which is the product that actually had the best rating and which one actually had the least or a poor rating. Okay, so there you go. So now I can fire another query. Can you give me the trends from the last week? So now the data agent is using NLP to SQL to arrive at a T-SQL query and then fires it on the one lake data, and then it will come back with the results. Okay, so this one that you see is from the run that we went through just now. The average rating there is 3. Okay. Yeah, so this is just to give a quick tour of how one could use the data agent on Fabric to obtain insights on the data and determine what the latest trends are, what are the various issues that need to be addressed right away. So while this is great for natural language reasoning, I would also want to look at these insights over a period of time using the power of Power BI. So let me get to that. This particular report was created just for that purpose. call reason analysis. And yeah, so I think, yeah, so it gives me what are the top reasons for which the customers called. Okay, and it gives me a quick view of the number of calls, and then what are the various call reasons, what is the average call rating and the sentiment, etc. And then here in this particular view, I can see the call counts by customer sentiment and then the products to which they apply. So it gives a good bird's eye view of that information. The average call rating here, all told, is 3.01, and there have been so many calls that have been logged so far. This is over a period of time. So what has the trend generally been? So if you look at this, this is the call we just had. I mean, this is the call that was just recorded, and then we have the insights already surfacing here in Power BI. Okay, and this is the only call today, so which is why you see this bar at 3 out here. You have a word cloud, and then you also have the customer satisfaction with products. So it gives us one a good view of how customers are viewing their products. Okay, so this concludes the um, demonstration.